special honor. Harry's face distorted as Prince Edward honored with new titles by King Charles III. Prince Edward could expect the honor a new royal title before King Charles' coronation, a royal expert claimed. Since the late Queen's passing on September 8, many of the royal family members have been given new royal titles, including Prince William, Catherine, and Camilla. This has prompted questions over the possibility of a new title for the late Queen and Prince Philip's youngest son. Speaking to Express.co.uk, royal expert Marlene Koenig claimed that we could expect Prince Edward to be handed a title, which honors his late father, and it could be set to happen before King Charles III's coronation. Ms. Koenig said, "I hope and I expect that, certainly before the coronation, and perhaps even earlier, Edward will be created the Duke of Edinburgh. Despite this, because he already has an earldom, Edward won't get the two other courtesy titles," Ms. Koenig added. Ms. Koenig expressed that it is the right thing to do. Since the Queen's death, the new sovereign's eldest son Prince William was awarded Charles' former royal title, Prince of Wales. Automatically upon William's new title, his wife, Catherine, became the Princess of Wales. This was previously the title held by William's late mother, and Charles' first wife, Princess Diana. Because of Charles' new head role, his wife Camilla now holds the title of Queen Consort. Ahead of the Platinum Jubilee celebrations to mark her 70 years on the throne earlier this year, Queen Elizabeth had said it was her sincere wish that her daughter-in-law would become known as Queen Consort when Charles became king. That address ended years of debate over what Camilla would be known as. Prince Edward currently holds the title of Earl of Wessex, a title the Queen granted him upon his marriage in 1999. His wife, Sophie, is known as the Countess of Wessex and as the Countess of Forfar since 2019, when Her Majesty granted them the Scottish title on their 20th wedding anniversary. As Queen Elizabeth II left Westminster Abbey for the final time on September 19, 2022, her coffin was followed in the procession by four somber figures. They were her children, coming together to pay their last respects. There was Charles, king after 70 years spent as heir to the throne, Anne, Princess Royal, known for her charitable endeavours and sharp tongue, Andrew, Duke of York, temporarily recalled to public life despite the allegations of sexual misconduct against him, and then there was Edward, Earl of Wessex, the youngest child of Elizabeth and Prince Philip. Edward hasn't reached the same levels of fame, or notoriety, as his siblings in his 58 years, but he has been a presence in British media and public life since reaching adulthood. In the course of his life, he's gone from 3rd to 14th in line to the throne, picked up a second earldom, of Forfar, for use in Scotland according to Town and Country magazine, and taken over most of his father's responsibilities for the Duke of Edinburgh's award according to Royal UK. He's also garnered respect for his efforts to make a living as a private citizen, the first child of a British sovereign to do so per Britannica. Here are a few things you may never have known about Prince Edward, Earl of Wessex. Rumour has it that Prince Edward was Elizabeth II's favourite. Royal biographer Matthew Dennison endorsed the claims in his book, Via Woman and Home, and went further in saying that Edward was the favourite of Prince Philip too. Others hold that the darling of the family is Prince Andrew. These are all allegations to be sure, and no one from the royal family is about to comment one way or the other. However, there seems to be more solid ground for reports that the younger Windsors sometimes butted heads as children. According to Ingrid Seward's Prince Edward, the boys had different temperaments. Andrew was a rowdy mischief maker, while Edward was a bookish and well-behaved sort. The older Andrew would sometimes set his brother up to pull pranks or break rules for his own amusement. He was also a bully, swiping food and delivering kicks to Edward when the nanny's attention drifted elsewhere. Perhaps this acting out was compensation. Baby brother Edward was so well behaved that Andrew's antics looked all the worse by comparison. On the other hand, Seward claimed in another book, via the BBC, that Andrew bullied everyone.